was a fan. It was a fan that was tripping early, talking to me, and I appreciate him because that really got me going. You always try to, in opposing arenas, try to find somebody to get that energy from, and I found 3 guys, and they were trying to tell me, they were talking about me not being in the game and stuff like that. So I said, okay, well, when I get back in the game, I'm gonna find these guys, and it was a pretty good play to acknowledge those guys off of.
So it looked like you're not too shy about laying a heavy foul in the fourth quarter.
Oh yeah, no layups. No layups. You can't. If you got fouls to give, you can't allow guys to get. And Elton Brand's a pretty strong guy, and if you don't foul him hard, then he's gonna get an and one. And it's to us, every game counts, and we got to treat it like a playoff game, because ultimately at the end of the day, it's going to come down to a race on what team won the most games, and we want to make sure that we do the necessary things, that's being physical, that staying composed, even though we got out to a good, a bad start, and playing together. We do those things, we can win a lot of games in this league.
Jermaine, did you talk to the teammates at all? In the middle of the second quarter, at one point, you kind of threw your hands up. Like you were the only guy back there rebounding and trying to do anything. Did you talk to the guys?
Yeah, I told him. I was like, look, we can't get into our offense if we don't have the ball. It's never been a possession, score without the basketball in this league, and we're running out. And it was me and like 4 white jerseys at one time, and as athletic as we are, and as big as we are at our position, we should be able to get in there and get the ball. And a team like Philadelphia, who sends everybody to the glass, that we got to have everybody in there. And that's one thing that I told those guys, and we corrected it. We corrected it, and the guys, again, this team has a very high IQ. When a basketball IQ, when you tell guys to do something, it's like right away. So the guys made the adjustment. We made the adjustment as a team, and we corrected the things that we wasn't doing well, and started doing them well.
Fourth quarter, whose decision to take the box and the other guy take the foul line between you and Chris, or did it just kind of happen?
Well, I think Coach and even me and Chris talked about it, trying to find the weaker spot. If Chris scored, then we were going to milk that play until they stopped it. And what we did was just made some counter adjustments. We ran one particular play, but changed the options, and it kind of threw them off. Philly thought that we were running the same play, and then we just changed it. And that's the genes of of Coach Mitchell and the rest of the staff on being able to put multiple options with the same set in there, and it worked out for us tonight.
Jermaine, when you guys came back from Edmonton, we were talking about the toughness.
Yeah.
You seem to be questioning it a little bit. This team they're not exactly wallflowers out there.
Yeah, I wasn't questioning our toughness. That's what I heard about. That's what was talked to me about when the trade was initially made. And that's what we talked about.
What did you see tonight?
Mental toughness. Like we really bang bodies, and you try to lead by example, like giving hard fouls and really just trying to punish guys. And this team has not been a very emotional team, and you saw a lot of emotion out there. And that's one thing that you want to, especially for myself, I'm a very emotional player out there. I want to make sure that I rub off on the team in that manner. But this team has made some, again, I don't know what happened, the last 13 years, is it, that they've been existing? But I know, these guys are making adjustments. It's only one game, but you got to be able to build off, something. And this is a great building block for us, against a tough team in a tough building.